Okay, so I wanted to go over the two-tone car effect that you did with your Photoshop practice this week. And I don't know exactly, I can never predict exactly how you went about it because with Photoshop there's an infinite number of ways to go about any particular thing. This is one approach that might help you avoid the pixelation that happened with that center line down the middle of the car. And I'm using the quick selection tool, and I'm just going to grab this entire side of the car. And I did notice that it didn't go all the way onto the roof, and that's okay because I'm just going to focus on the bottom half right now. So if I took my chances with the quick selection tool and tried to subtract, hoping that it would follow that line, I might be successful, but I might get some mixed results, and I suspect that might be where you went about it. Instead, what I'm going to do is get a really precise line using the polygonal selection tool or lasso tool, and I'm going to hold Option. So you see when I push Option, that little minus sign appears, and that means it's subtracting from the selection. And this works on sort of a point-by-point drawing system. So I click again, and it draws a line. I keep the Option button held this entire time, and I'm basically drawing an outline around the part I want to deselect. So I'm taking that away from my selection. And you see that that has now erased the selection for the top half of the car. And it looks like there's some jaggies in there, but if I zoom in, you see that the more I zoom in, the more precise that looks. And it gets down to the pixels, and it does look like it's pixelated, but when I add my saturation and hue alterations, and I'm just going to make this sort of a green. Yeah, that'll work. You see that it's sort of feathered. It blends a little bit. And so if I zoom out and I fit the whole thing on the screen, it's a nice clean line right across there. So that's one way you can go about that. And again, there's millions of ways you could do this, but this seems to work pretty well. If I was doing the two-tone, then I would just do the entire car probably first, and then do the second tone in this way. So hopefully that helps and gives you some ideas about how to do some future projects as well.